This is TVC News at 7, reaching you live from our headquarters in Lagos, Nigeria. We begin from the nation's capital, where the Independent National Electoral Commission has urged political parties to prevail on their supporters to refrain from acts of violence during Saturday's governorship and state assembly elections. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu also thanked security agencies for the professionalism of their personnel during the conduct of the presidential election, which he describes as largely peaceful. TVC News senior reporter Femi Akonde has more on the meeting of the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security.
The Independent National Electoral Commission still has some unfinished business. The rescheduled governorship and state houses of assembly election is a bigger assignment when compared to the presidential election, and it will be conducted in more than 1,000 constituencies across the country. This meeting with the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security is to review preparations for the Saturday, March 18 election. As candidates and political parties head to court to settle the disagreements over the process and outcome of the presidential and National Assembly elections, INEC looks forward to an improved conduct in the governorship and state houses of assembly election.
The governorship and state assembly elections this weekend involves more constituencies than the national elections held about 3 weeks ago. Unlike the last elections involving 470 constituencies, one presidential constituency nationwide, 109 senatorial districts, and 360 House of Representative seats, the state elections will involve 1,021 constituencies, 28 governorship, and 993 state assembly seats. There will also be more candidates involved and more collation centers to protect. These are also local elections involving keen contests. It is therefore important for parties and candidates to speak to their agents and supporters to see the elections as a contest and not war.
The stakes are higher this time around. There are more candidates on the ballots, and the mistakes of the past must also be avoided. Security agencies will have to work extra hard, especially with the deployment of more personnel and equipment. Political parties and candidates have been asked to maintain decorum in the political space.
I want to also urge the same individuals, especially at the state level, to demonstrate the same level of maturity, the same level of discipline by calling their supporters to conduct themselves in a manner that is congruent with the expectations of the larger Nigerian society. Of course, there are channels for laying complaints and for addressing these complaints. We must comply with the rules. We must also allow everyone, I've said this so many times, to exercise their fundamental rights as citizens of this country. What we do not want to happen is for anybody to preempt and to take the law into his or her own hands.
INEC will conduct governorship elections in 28 states of the Federation. The Electoral Commission wants a greater cooperation from critical stakeholders, especially security agencies, political parties, and their candidates. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.